Today's video is a continuation of Makeup 101 for mature skin. So last video with this series, I dealt with primers. So if you have not seen those, I'm gonna link it right here so you know, or right here. I think it's here. So that you can watch that before, because primer goes on before your foundation or your BB or your CC cream. And if you have no idea what any of that means, that's why this video is good for you. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and subscribe. For those of you who are kind of in the beginner stage of makeup, or you have mature skin that's changing and you just have no idea what products you should use for your changing skin or your aging skin, this video is going to give you a lot of information. So I'm going to dive right in and get right into it. So foundation basically goes all over your skin, your face, and down onto your neck. And it basically evens out your skin tone. It can hide imperfections, blemishes. It can illuminate your skin. It can just make it be a little bit more of a clean canvas for you to go ahead and put on the other parts of your makeup. There are all different types of foundation, and so it really can be confusing. I totally get that. I'm going to go through everything that you need to know. I'm going to tell you the tools that you need and the different kinds of foundations that there are. So let me talk about, first of all, what tools you need to put foundation on your face. Obviously, your fingers. You can use your fingers on every kind, except for powder. You could not use your fingers on a powder, but any kind of liquid foundation, you can use your fingers. It's totally fine. There are foundations that go on better with different things, and that again is the trial and error. So when you get a new foundation, BB cream, CC cream, you need to try it all different ways. Try it first with your fingers, then try it with a brush, then try it with a sponge. So try those different things. So let me show you what all of these are. Obviously your fingers is one. Secondly would be a brush. You're gonna wanna get a brush that is kind of densely packed, not real loose. You're not gonna wanna get something like this kind of brush. This is too loose, too big. It's really not going to give you, I know that seems logical because it's big and you can cover up space faster, but this is really loose and your foundation is just going to go right into it and you're going to waste all your foundation. So you don't want that. This is short bristles. It's very compact. I like that it's got an oval here, and so it's very easy to like get into underneath your eyes, things like that. So this is a great one. This is from Real Techniques. I will link it below. I'm going to link all of these things below, so I don't say that a million times. If I can find it, I will link it. The other kind is sponges. Sponges are wonderful. I love using a sponge. My two favorite is definitely a sponge or a brush, because I don't really like getting it all over my hands. So that's just a preference thing. You've heard people probably talk about a beauty blender. This is the official beauty blender. You can get this at Sephora. And this is wonderful. You wet it. You would put foundation on your face or on your palette or the back of your hand, and then you just push it, and you just push it all over your face. And yes, you do make that noise. I'm kidding. You can use the pointy end to get in underneath your eyes. And I will say I love this sponge. The other kind of sponges is Real Techniques, the same one that makes this one. Also makes a sponge. I also really like this one. This is a brand new one, so it's very clean looking. This one's great. It's got that flat surface. It's got a rounded surface if you want to get, in a more rounded area. And it's got the point to do, underneath your eyes and your nose and things like that. So this is a good one. Those are my two favorite ones. You do want to use them wet. Now, not sopping wet. I take it, I get it wet, and I squeeze all the water out. Now, I can't make a fist because of my arthritis. So I put it in a towel and I squeeze it as much in the towel, and then it's damp at that point. So that's the three different ways that you can apply foundation. Now so I'm going to start with the lightest coverage. the lightest coverage you can get out there is a BB cream. Also a tinted moisturizer, but a tinted moisturizer isn't going to give you very much coverage almost at all. So I almost don't even want to talk about it because it's not going to give you the look that you want. But a BB cream, which stands for Beauty Balm, that's what BB stands for. There are a bunch of different types. I have shown you guys on my channel some of these. This one's L'Oreal's BB cream, Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. This one is from Revlon. It's Photo Ready BB cream. I really like this one as well, and it evens out your skin a little bit more. BB creams are really good for people who do not have very bad skin. If you have very acne prone skin, if you've got very bad broken capillaries or hyperpigmentation, a lot of that, you may not want to have a BB cream because it's going to not give you very good coverage at all. But it does do some. It kind of evens your tone out a little bit, and that's why I like it. I use BB cream in the summer much more because I usually have more color on my face. So the BB cream just kind of evens things out, and I don't really have much blemishes because the summer air just works wonderfully with my skin, the moisture in it and everything. Then there comes CC creams. Just so many things. CC cream stands for color correcting cream. Now CC creams are very much closer to a foundation than like a tinted moisturizer. Usually CC creams give you more coverage, but you need to read them. That's something you guys need to start doing, is reading the claims on something. So this one is one of my favorites. This is It Cosmetics CC cream, and it is color correcting full coverage creams. So it has things in it so that if you have redness, or if you're kind of sallow, or if you've got blueness under your eyes, it has things in it to help negate that without you adding more in. Do I think it does an amazing job of color correcting? It's okay. I think sometimes you've got so much pigmentation on your skin that you need an additional color correcting. So that covers BB creams, tinted moisturizers, CC creams. Now let's go to actual foundations. Foundations, there's the gamut. There's regular foundation, there's illuminating foundation, there's mattifying foundation. All of those and things all in between all that. So one of the ones that I really like is No. 7's Lift and Illuminate. Anytime it says illuminate, it means it's going to have kind of a sheen. Now, not glitter, that would be ugly, but a sheen to it. And the amount of that sheen depends on the one you're using. Lift and Illuminate definitely has a sheen, and I like a sheen because when you have dry skin, anything that makes it look a little bit more moist is a good thing. No. 7, I really do like. That one's a good one. No. 7 also makes another one called Stay Perfect. And this one I don't like as much as the Lift and Illuminate. This one is not illuminating, so it's more of a matte finish. So I've only used this in the summer into the fall. I haven't used this in the middle of the winter. So we'll see how well this will do when my skin is at its driest. I have a feeling it's not gonna do well. So that one's not my favorite. There's also ones like The Ordinary. I showed a whole video on this, but this one is really runny. I mean, you can see it's running down my hand. It's really light. And so this one is good. I do like it. I don't think it's my favorite, but if you want something that's really light on your skin and you don't feel the heavy makeup, The Ordinary colors might be the one you want to do. And I will link my video on The Ordinary in a card up here so that you guys can see that one and how I really liked it throughout, like after wearing it an entire day and things. So this one I do like, but anyways, there's also ones that are good for oilier skin. I have not tried these because I would not wear ones that are for oily skin. Rachel has used these. She really likes the Milani. It's called Milani Milani Conceal and Perfect. She likes this one, and she also likes MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So it looks like that. So again, I haven't tried either of these, but Rachel thinks that they're really good for her skin. Now, she has 18-year-old skin, so keep that in mind. So when you first put your foundation on, go ahead and just do a light, some dots all over. Some people like to put the foundation directly on the brush or the sponge or something. I don't like doing that because then I think wherever you put it first gets this huge amount, and then you're fighting to spread it all over your face. So I think it's good to work half of a face, and I always peel my hair back and I dot it on, and then I take my sponge or my brush and then I just blend it like I showed you guys before. And I just keep pouncing my face until it is all blended in. I always get a mirror that's really close up so I can really see, did I get it? And then of course one that's farther back so you can see, is it generally all the same color? That's what you want. When you're doing your foundation, don't just do it here and not have it go into your hairline. It's going to be hitting. You're not going to see unless it's slicked back, and then you just do it lightly. You also want to be careful not to leave it here, like you want to go down. Like I go down to the first wrinkle, big line wrinkle here, but I always make sure I'm going down my entire neck and blend it all the way. When you get to your lips, it's okay if you get foundation on your lips. You can put lipstick on over that and not worry about that. Or if you really hate that, just go like that. And you will, okay, now I have lipstick all over, and it'll be okay. So the other thing is foundation can really, and concealer and stuff, and we'll talk about concealers in a future video. Foundation can really gather in under your lines, under your eyes. I have it around my nose. Some people have laugh lines right here that it definitely gathers in, or your lines across your forehead. So those areas, what I do is I get my foundation all on, and then I will take it and I will just do this a couple times, and I will go to those problem areas and get the excess foundation away from there. I will do the rest of my makeup, get it all on, and then before I am like putting mascara on and stuff, I will take, let me get it. This is a e.l.f. brush. It's very cheap. I think it's $1. So you can find these at any place e.l.f. is sold, in drugstores, Target, Walmart. And it's really, see how short the bristles are? I will take this, and I'm gonna get up close, and I will go underneath my eye, and I will just get underneath it and get any excess. I will take it and I will go here and anything, and I will literally get it out. And what's happening is the foundation is adhering onto your skin, and it's drying as it's doing that, and it's still shifting around as it's wet. So what you want to do is just get away from the excess that's going into your lines, and then just rub it across. And I just kind of, not hard, you don't want to pull your skin, but just a little bit, and just kind of dab it out. And then it never, for me personally, it doesn't come back. Like once I've done that, I don't have that issue of my foundation or my BB or CC, whatever I'm using, is not gathering into my lines and wrinkles. So that's a good thing. The other kind of foundation that is available is powder foundation. And I will just tell you, I don't use a lot of powder foundation. I used Bare Minerals for many years when I was younger. I loved it with my dry skin. Amazingly enough, it did not hurt my dry skin at that point in my life. I used it later on, like last year, and I tried it, and I looked like a train wreck. So those you should definitely look into, but with my dry skin coupled with mature skin, it just did not look good. One kind of foundation that I haven't shown is a stick foundation, and I don't have those, so that's the reason I don't have to show it. But I don't want to be remiss in not telling you about it. Stick foundation is very much like it would look kind of like, let me grab one that kind of looks like that. This is not one, but it would look like a stick, and you would just take it and draw it on your face, and then you could still blend it out with a brush, with your fingers, with the sponge, all of those things. Some people love them. I know that Hourglass makes one that people just love. I have not tried them because they tend, to me, that seemed drying, and so I've shied away from them, but I may want to try one at some point. So I didn't want to not talk about it just because I don't use it, but that is definitely one people do like, is a stick foundation. That's Foundation 101 for mature skin. I hope that is helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, comments, things that you would like to add to this, please comment below. We would love to know, what is your favorite foundation, and tell us what type of skin you have so that we can know, like, is it oily, is it dry, normal, whatever. Maybe if you feel comfortable, share your age. So it just kind of helps us all to know, this is what's working for me and I love it. Or tell us which ones you hate, which, you know, that is just like, do not try. This foundation is horrible. So if you would give me a thumbs up, it really helps my channel if you do that, if you liked this video. And I will see you in the next video on Mature Skin 101. God bless.